I've recently been asked about my relationship status over and over and over again, and yes, I'm single. And I'm single because of the fact that I was not mature enough to uphold a regular relationship. And now I feel like when I had one, I just let it go. And that's on me. But I'm going to tell you about my relationship issues, and I want to tell you, I want to ask you guys, do you think I'm crazy for doing this? Okay. About 10 months ago, I was dating this guy. His name was Jared. Okay, Jared was the type of boy who was real fine, real cute. You know, all the girls knew him in high school, but when he got to college, nobody ever really just seen him except me. I took a class with him. And when I was in class with him, I was like, ugh, this boy asking this teacher all these questions. I'm ready to go. Please put your hand down. And you know, it was like, nigga, like, stop. But I never really had a conversation with him in class until one day at the Jackson Fair. I was with my mom and my little brother at the fair, and he seen me. Now I'm telling you what he told me. He said he seen me at the fair with my parents, but he didn't say anything to me because he knew that he would see me in class the next day. Red flags went off in my head because you knew me. You seen me, but you didn't want to approach me because you knew that we took a class together. So he said he was behind me at the fair. He wanted to tap on me, but he didn't. And I was like, why you didn't tap on me? And he was like, because I didn't want to, you know, seem thirsty. And I was like, well, you being thirsty now? But that's how the conversation went. So when I got to class or whatever, I was going through Instagram, and I seen that he posted an Instagram picture. And I was like, oh, that's that boy over there. So I follow him on Instagram, and I comment under one of his pictures putting a kissy face. And I was like, oh my god, why am I putting a kissy face under his picture? I don't know if he got a girlfriend, like I'm looking thirsty, just like he said he was gonna look thirsty. But you know, I went back and I deleted it. So like a month later, like that was the only type of conversation we had. A month later, the teacher put us in a group. It was a group of 5. I was the only girl in the group, and guess who was in the group? Jared was in the group. So I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, and I was like, what's spell your name for me? And he said his name was Jared with 1 R, not 2 R's. Jared with 1 R. So I was like, okay, Jared with 1 R, you know, I'm playing. I'm trying to keep his attention or whatever. So, you know, we had to all exchange numbers or whatever, and I'm thinking in my head, man, I'm not gonna do this project until like the week of. It was like due in like December, and it was like November. Yeah, I procrastinated. Anyway, so, you know, after that we had to give our numbers or whatever, and I get a text from a strange number, and it's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, hey, who is this? And he was like, oh, this is Jared from the group. And I'm thinking, this boy is going to talk about homework, and I don't want to be involved in it. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't started on the project. No, I'm getting straight to it, telling him I have not started on the project. I mean, we don't have anything to talk about. You texting me, like, what do you want? And so we started talking, and he's kind of kept my conversation. And while he was talking, I was like, ah, man, like, I never noticed this about this dude. Like, he cute, and, like, he quiet. I really haven't heard anything about him, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna give it a try. So we talk for months and months and months, and during the relationship was kind of rocky because I didn't know if it was a serious relationship or if it was a game. Sometimes it was a game to me, and sometimes it was serious. Sometimes he would get mad at things that I would be like, why are you mad? I'm not your girlfriend. And sometimes I just snap. Like, I get mad at things like, I'm not your girlfriend, so why am I tripping? So I didn't really know what it was because we never had a title for it. So I did the most things in this relationship. I swear, I cheated. I talked to other dudes. I exchanged numbers with other dudes. I took pictures with other dudes, put it on Instagram. You know, I was like, forget it, I'm not his girlfriend, even though I wanted to be deep down inside. I wanted to be his girlfriend, but he would never give me the pass to be his girlfriend. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So as time went on, it started getting a little shaky. Like, I wouldn't hear from him for like 2 or 3 days, and that would like hurt my feelings, but I wasn't his girlfriend. So I was like, well, really, why are my feelings being hurt? But it really would hurt my feelings if I didn't hear from him, and I'm not sure if it would hurt his feelings because, of course, he's a guy, and I'm not a guy. I don't know what guys think when situations like that come around. So around February, Valentine's Day, I honestly broke up with him for Valentine's Day. I know. Why did I break up with him? Why did you break up with him, Portia? I broke up with him because I wasn't sure if he was gonna get me something for Valentine's Day, and I was talking to a lot of dudes around that time. So I was like, man, I'm not finna sit here and be disappointed on Valentine's Day by somebody who's supposed to be my boyfriend. Yes. So I broke up with him, and for Valentine's Day, like, I had like buku gifts. Like, I think I had like 6 bears, like 4 cards, and like balloons from like different people. So I was pimping on campus, like pimping everybody on campus. So it really upset him because he said that he had something planned for us. But how am I supposed to know what he had planned for us if he didn't tell me? So like a couple weeks after that, I think that was like the last straw. So a couple weeks after that, I did something very bad, and something that I'm not gonna repeat, but I did something very bad, and I tried to be sneaky with it, and he found out about it, and that was the last straw. He broke up with me, like, no ifs, ands, or buts. He broke up with me. All connection was gone. So after he broke up with me, like, even though I did all that stuff in a relationship, like, I didn't care, I really cared. Like, that really hurted my feelings because he broke up with me and he came out of nowhere. I've learned from my mistakes. I'm not going to do it anymore, and he was just not going. So my advice to anybody who had, a relationship like this, if it's rocky, the only thing you all have to do is sit down and have a conversation, and start the conversation off by saying, we need to talk. I don't know why people hate confrontation, because it's going to happen. If you start the conversation off with, hey, we need to talk, and you tell him that it's not just a big situation, but it's something we need to get straight, then his guards will be down. He won't have to practice what he's going to say to you when you have that conversation. Like, and then you got to catch him off guard with it. If you catch him off guard, like, okay, yeah, we need to talk, like, right in between having a conversation, he can't run. He can't think. He can't run. Like, he's going to tell you exactly what's on his mind. And I'm hoping you're doing that from the get-go. But like I was saying, my advice to people like that, if you are in a relationship where you don't know your place, females in general, just get out of the relationship, because it's not going to do anything but physically, mentally, and emotionally wear you down, tear you apart. Because right now, I'm still torn apart from it. I cannot find a guy like him, and everybody that I get with, I try to compare them to him because I put him on this pedestal because he taught me so much. He taught me different things in life, like crazy. Like, he taught me a whole bunch of stuff, and he actually made me the person that I am today. So if Jerry was to call me right now and say, Portia, I think you have got your shit together, let's talk, let's work on getting back together, I would tell him yes immediately, and I would start talking to everybody that I'm talking to now to get back with him. And I don't know if that sounds crazy to you guys or not, but that's just something that I said that I was going to do. And if he's watching this, please hit a nigga up. Peace, dopeness.